Hello everyone, Fred here. Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is a video for Fish from the Fishycomics channel. He's looking into actually doing a small solar project. Going to do some lights and doing a 12-volt system. Since it's kind of nice out, it's cold but nice, I thought I'd come out and do a little video of my old system that I had. It's kind of gotten my mind going to once again doing a solar system up at our cottage in Canada. It's an off-grid cottage, and I'm just looking for some deer up in here. There might be deer up in here, you never know. Anyway, it's an off-grid house that I've always wanted to put power to. And I think the price of the solar panels has come down enough where it's very reasonable to do something. The only thing I would ever probably run power to is probably our one light. It'd be nice to have a light, and our refrigerator. We actually have two refrigerators. They're both propane. The one's I don't know what the size is, maybe 5-6 cubic feet. Small size. And then we have a little one. It's just a little bigger than a dorm room, also propane. But it'd be nice if we could run that larger one off of power instead of going through propane. It's a pain to use. But anyway, I'm out at the barn. At one of our other houses, we had a barn smaller than this. This is a 10 by 18, and I ran power. I had solar out there, just to charge batteries, get a light out. And I never did put the solar in this one because this one's so close to the house here. It's really like 10 feet. I could probably run just power to here. But in my other house, my barn was probably about 75 feet from the house, so it was a challenge to run cable out that far. Anyway, I have not used this panel in years, and it's nowhere near big enough to do anything, but it was just more or less a trickle charger just to charge my batteries. So this is it here. This is a 25, I think it's a 20 watt panel. Boy, I don't even know how much it puts out. This thing's got to be 15 years old. I don't know what it is, a 20 by 20. But you only got the panel. And I built a stand for it out of PVC. Just drilled some holes in the end of the PVC pipe, and then I ended up just building a nice stand for it. Then you can prop it up in the yard or whatever you want to do. And it always worked really nice. It's falling here. Anyway, yeah. So that was my panel. And then up in here it came with about 15 feet of cable. And then it's hooked up to a charge controller. Well, this was the connectors I put on it right here. Here's the charge controller that I had, and this stops the solar panel from overcharging your battery. I don't know what so there you go, 7 amp. So this is a small 7 amp charge controller, but worked good. Yeah, worked good. Then to charge my battery, because I was using 120, I have this is an inverter, 1000 watt inverter that I have here. Boy, these cables are as stiff as a board. X power 1,000-watt inverter. Only has 2 outlets, but worked pretty good. I made my own patch cables for it. Worked pretty good, but after a while, I think one of these plugs doesn't work anymore. So you're only down to 1 plug. But back in the day, it worked out really well. And see, I put a heavy-duty inline fuse. These are actually what they use on car stereos. And then I put a set of clamps on here, so if I needed to, I could even put these on my truck if I needed mobile power. But there we go. Back from my other house, probably 15 years ago, this was my solar setup. It worked out pretty nice. Now if you had a nice, like I said, this is only 20 watts, but I mean, I would definitely buy a 100-watt panel nowadays. 15 years ago, a 100-watt panel was about $500–600. And I think it's about $1 a watt now. So, at $100 for a panel plus shipping, those Renogy panels are really good. They use those Renogy panels for campers. I know the mobile camping community speaks highly of Renogy. So if I was going to get one, I would definitely buy Renogy. See if there's anything going on here. My dog's going nuts. She should have her bark collar on her. Anyway, this is just the back of the house. There's always deer up here. There were tracks in the front of the house this morning. So I know these deer moved through. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Can't wait for spring. Yeah, can't wait for spring. Alright, well, thanks for watching.